hope everyone's having a good day. This is my mum.
Hi.
And Rosie is just over there. So this video is going to be asking my family what it's like having a daughter or a family member with a service dog and / a daughter with an invisible disability. But this is part 1 with my mum, and part 2 is going to be with my sister. Okay, cool. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so the first question is, what are your thoughts on our teamwork?
On you and Rosie's teamwork? The teamwork between you and Rosie from the time you got her has grown immensely to a dog that gave you confidence, to a dog that can read you before you even read yourself, and you both are so in tune with each other that you both know when and what is needed.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Cool.
Yeah. The next question is, does she still like to go into public places with you?
With me or with you?
Do you like to go into public places?
Oh, do I like to go into public places with you? I absolutely love going into public places with you. Having Rosie with you has been, to start with, hard, but then...
Why is it hard?
Only because of the people wanting to pat her and touch her and us learning about toileting her and all that.
Yeah.
But now Rosie's just like taking one of the kids to town with us. She just does whatever we want to do. We go wherever. I forget sometimes you've actually got her there, because it's not till I look up and somebody's staring at us or talking or pointing, and I think, wonder what oh, that's right, we got a dog. But Rosie's like one of the kids.
Yeah, good answer. Do you have any advice for someone new to getting a service dog, like for a mum that's new to their daughter getting a service dog, or new to their daughter having an invisible disability or a mental illness?
2 questions in one. The service dog one, take the time just to get to know the dog. Don't be in a hurry to prove to everybody that your dog knows what it's doing. Don't be in a hurry to double train it, extra things. Just take the time to get, for the dog and the person, to get to know each other. For somebody with a daughter with an invisible disability, or a son, your child, gee, that's a hard one. We've been through many roads, you and I. I think the hardest thing is to understand it.
Mm.
I think the biggest thing you can do is try really hard to understand it and be honest with the person that's got the invisible disability.
Or physical, any disability.
Well, any disability, yeah. Because you don't always understand.
Yeah.
But you just have to stop and slow down and try and figure out that people are more important than housework or other things that you might want to do, because that's what gets the person with the mental illness to a point where they can take their lives on, hopefully.
Yeah. So the next question is, what's something that you would have liked to know or had known before we got Rosie?
Oh,
that you know now.
What would have I liked to know before we got you, Rosie? Gee, for me, I don't know whether there is anything, because I've always had animals, so having a dog isn't a big deal. I think probably it would have had to have been that we're going to come across things with the dog that are just a dog being a dog sometimes, and if they're occasional things, that it's okay, that it's not a big deal, because I think sometimes if the dog might get distracted for 5 minutes, we took it on board as being, oh my gosh, we've failed. Whereas it's not.
It's not, no.
Rosie's a great dog. She does her job well.
Not a robot.
Yeah, that's right. And then every now and then, out of the blue, she reminds us, hey, I'm still a dog.
Yeah. What was your thoughts when you first met her?
Rosie?
Yeah.
Well, I had a Cocker Spaniel, Carly, and she looked just like Carly. So I fell in love with Rosie straight away. I must admit, I did think I wanted one of the brown puppies because I was like, oh, they're so cute, the caramel ones. But Rosie has the kindest heart. She's a gentle soul, and you just love her from the time you meet her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good answer. Do you think Rosie still gets to be a dog sometimes?
Yes. We make a conscious effort of that. So Rosie has her times for work, and she has her times for play, and she has her times just to be our baby in our house.
Yeah.
Mm.
How did we bring up the idea of me getting a service dog, and what were your thoughts?
Oh gosh, well I'd never actually heard of it before. I'd heard of the dogs for seeing, guide dogs, and I've heard of dogs for mobility and that, but I'd never heard of the therapy dogs. My thoughts were I could see how it works because I know what it's like with animals. Animals have a real soothing aspect about them. I didn't realise how clever they'd be and how much they'd actually interact and stop episodes or protect you from getting run over or get your medicines for you and things like that. That's just truly, truly mind-blowing amazing.
Yeah. As a mum, when people come up and pat Rosie or asking really intrusive questions, how do you respond, and how would you suggest somebody, like another mum, responds?
Well, that depends, because you're an older person, young adult, I try to let you respond, but if I see that it's not going to be something you can do, I'll interact and just simply say, look, it's a working dog, and they're working at the moment, so can we just have 5 minutes, please? And my advice for other mums, if it's for young people, would be to make it quite clear, you can come across and say it with a positive manner, but not be offensive, not just back off, but by saying to people, look, she's working or he's working, really appreciate that you like the doggy, but we need that space.
Yeah, good answer. And the last question, it's a big one.
Ooh.
Maybe in one sentence.
I'll try.
How has Rosie changed my life?
Oh my gosh, well, that's easy. You were stuck in your bedroom. Couldn't come out of your room. I couldn't cook anything in the house. We couldn't travel in the car with the windows down for fear of things, smells. Rosie means that you come out of your house, you go to town, you hang out with your friends by yourself, you're riding your horse again. Yeah.
Hey, Poppy.
You graduated with NCA level 3. Rosie's given you life back.
Definitely. Okay, so that was that video. Thank you so much to my mum for being in it, and for Rosie, who's asleep on, if you look over there, she's just napping. And I'll see you for part 2 with my sister. Bye.
Bye.